sewer district meeting. There.
Now the meeting's been called to order. First on the agenda is approval of the meeting minutes from the August 12th, 2025 meeting. I will entertain a motion to approve the minutes, or the packet as presented.
So moved.
Second.
Got first, I got second. All in favor?
Aye.
Any opposed? Motion carries. Pat, can I get a signature and a date on this? Yep. Anywhere on the front there. Thank you. Next up is going to be the presentation of the O&M report for the month of August. I will take care of that. Section 1 there is the monthly activity report. SDRSD bought the crew lunch again, kind of paying off the second half of shutdown. Like I said last month, through the first half of it, our guys did a pretty good job. We got a lot accomplished in the time that we had. Everything seems to be back up and running well, so that's good. And then significant meetings, just Nathan and myself, we've been working to get Project B up and going. We got a few things that should be transpiring here starting this week. We'll have crew on site getting ready to do some work in one of the clarifiers. We'll talk about that here in a few when Nathan gives an update here. So kind of excited to get that going. Operational highlights, if you look at the chart, looks like we were about 57% on capacity flow, 98 on BOD removal, 95% on TSS removal. Ammonia, we were at 87.2 on removal, and you will see that the phosphorus number is at a 54%. So not good on phosphorus this month. We actually had to report a violation for this month on phosphorus. That was due to our pump and tubing failing and then waiting for parts to arrive. So we went ahead and ordered some extra parts just so we had them on stock if that happens again, so that we won't run through that problem once again. So, but it's back up and running now, and we're well below what we should be. So budget report, we will refer to that when Becky gives hers next. Management report. Safety and security, we're just going to continue to evaluate any safety concerns at the plant, and we'll address them accordingly. Compliance reporting, as I just stated, we submitted the DMR and the MRO to IDEM for the month of July. We had one weekly max ammonia. That's a carryover from the same thing we had last month through shutdown. It's running our aeration cells at half capacity. It just took a hit on our ammonia removal, so and then we had the one phosphorus, and that was due to the pump tubing failure. And that was at the beginning of the month. It took us about 7 or 8 days to get that corrected, to get parts, and then that drove our average up for the end of the month. So that's where those came from. Both minor violations, don't expect anything to come of them. We've corrected all the issues, and we're doing well right now. Again, I submitted the OEPA sludge permit renewal. Still haven't heard anything on that, so they still come and pick up the trailers, so I'm assuming that's okay. And we have completed our DMR QA Study 45 testing and have submitted our results in for grading. I pulled a report before I came here on preliminary assigned values, and we should be good on everything we hit within our assigned value. So, but I don't have the final report yet, and I'll report back on that when we get it. Maintenance report, again, just a little section that I use to keep track of some stuff. Puts everything in one spot, easy for me to find. Maintenance issues to discuss. Last month I put on there the mechanical bar screen failed. We were able to get that back up and running with the purchase of a new motor, a couple other little parts here and there. When we fired it up, it was off track kicked itself out of alignment, bent a bunch of stuff, so we tore it all apart, put it back together. It is running now. We're keeping an eye on it to make sure that the adjustments we made is put it back in line where it should be. So it's been running probably 2 to 3 weeks, so seems to be doing fine. Other issues, again, is the automatic transfer switch. Several months ago, we approved the repair of that utilizing Whiskey City Electric. I've kind of dropped the ball on that. I need to get a check because we have to pay for the parts before they'll come do the work. So I just have to get with Becky and get that squared away. And then an update on the flow meter replacement stuff. All 4 of the ones that's been approved has been ordered. One of them was installed on Friday. Waiting for the other 3 to arrive, and then they will be installed as well. And then training report for the month of August is, I had none at that time, so there's no training scheduled at this time. Is there any questions on the O&M report for the month of August? Hearing no questions, I'll entertain a motion to approve the O&M report as presented.
Second.
A motion, got a second. All in favor?
Aye.
Any opposed? Motion carries. Thank you. Next on the agenda will be the district's financial report. I will turn that over to Becky and let her do her report.
All right, as of the end of July, we are 27,941 over budget in revenue. 143,000 of that is due to flow, which is offset by 85,000 under in loadings and 37 under in non-contact. Employee and related were 15,000 below budget. Most of that is because the HRA usage doesn't really ramp up till the end of the year. Equipment and maintenance were over budget $1,000, mostly due to the pump repairs earlier in the year. Professional fees were 39,000 under budget, primarily because we have not used those other services. We will get hit with those. We're about in the middle of a SBOA audit for 23 and 24. So those are usually pretty pricey, so that will catch up by the end of the year. Other fixed costs are under about 36,000. We haven't purchased any UV maintenance items this year. Variable costs are below budget by 64,000. Most of that is utilities. We're under 37,000 in utilities, 12,000 in maintenance, 7,000 in chemical hauling, and 5,000 in treatment chemicals.
Are utilities cheaper because of the new plant? Running more efficient, or?
Yeah, I think that has a lot to do with it. We're just more efficient on the usage of our electric and gas, and we fixed several water leaks throughout the plant that we've been paying pretty pricey on. So, yeah, that's what I'm thinking.
Yeah, Sycamore gas is hit or miss, but it's been lower.
Yeah, it's been a little lower because we finally have, just explanation on that, we finally have both of the digesters up heating and mixing and all of that. So once they got up to temp, we're not running the boiler nearly like we used to. And that's where most of our natural gas comes from on that. So barring it being freezing cold outside, I would expect that bill to remain lower. Electric's down a little bit. Our efficiency's way up. We're somewhere in the 99% efficiency on electric usage, so that's helped. Chemical hauling, again, that's just one that we've been able to cut back. And then, do you still track the Rumpke bill under chemical hauling on that one, Becky?
Yes.
Okay. That one should be going down. That one should actually look a little better in the coming months. We're down from like 26 to 29 tubs a month to this month we ran 18, and I expect less in the next month. So getting that back down where I expected it to be. I expect us to be somewhere in that 15 range.
Digesting better than digesters?
Yes. We went from running 6 days a week down to maybe 3. So doing what we thought we would do when we installed all the equipment, so. Starting to get it all dialed in. It's looking good. Is there any questions for Becky on the financial report? Oh, that reminds me, the other fixed cost that she said was due to UV maintenance purchases not being done yet, those will be done as soon as the E. coli season's over so that we can take the system down, replace the bulbs that need to be replaced, and get it back up and ready to go for the next spring. So that purchase, that number will take a hit here as soon as E. coli season's over. So just be aware of that. Was there any questions for Becky on her report? Hearing none, I'll entertain a motion to approve the
Second.
financial report. Got a first, got a second, all in favor?
Aye.
Any opposed? Motion carries, thank you. Next up, we're gonna pay some bills. We'll pay the, first we'll do the regular monthly operating bills.
And I just realized I didn't send you guys all the email with the list of them this time. So,
Goodness.
I know, sorry. But the list is in the packet if anybody wants to take a look at them. And I'll email them anyway, so you guys have them.
I'll entertain a motion to pay the monthly bills.
So moved.
Whether you got the list or not, they still need paid, so.
Second.
We can ask questions later. All right, I got first, a second. All in favor?
Aye.
Any opposed? That motion carries, thank you. I'll give that a second to go around and then we'll do the,
Oh, you got the fancy pen.
And the list is behind that page if anybody.
Sign the same.
Do I need to sign here? Oh, no, are there more things to sign in there?
no, it's just a cover page. I'll sign and then Sean will have to sign everything. All right, next up is the approval of the capital expenses. We have one for this month. It's for American Pump Repair, and it is for the tune of $6,288. This was the purchase of the new drive motor for the bar screen that I talked about earlier. I'll entertain a motion to approve the capital voucher for $6,288.
So moved.
Got a motion, got a second, all in favor?
Aye.
Any opposed? Motion carries, thank you. Give that a second to go around as well, and then we'll do the last one. All right, last is the special voucher for Project B. We have one of those. It's for CDS Engineering for the amount of $2,250. This is for, I believe, maybe the first little bit of the construction administration. Is there any questions on this one? Hearing none, I'll enter.
Sorry.
Go ahead.
We are paying that out of SRF, correct?
That's entirely up to you.
Okay. It's included, are they included in the estimate that we did?
Yes.
Okay.
All right. Is there any further questions on this voucher for CDS Engineering? Hearing none, I'll entertain a motion to approve the voucher for CDS Engineering for the amount of $2,250.
So moved.
Second.
Got a first, got a second. All in favor?
Aye.
Any opposed? Motion carries. Thank you. paying the bills. Next up, we're gonna move on to unfinished business. First on the list there is the 2025 wastewater treatment plant improvement project B, engineering and construction. I will hand that over to Nathan for a minute if he's got any updates he'd like to give.
Yep, just a quick summary of what's happened in the last month. We did submit a preliminary engineering report amendment to SRF months ago. We finally received approval on that amendment to move forward with Project B. So that's good news, better late than never, I suppose. Along with that, we've submitted compliance documents to SRF from the contractor. A couple more I's to dot and T's to cross there, but nothing is insurmountable. We also conducted a pre-construction conference with Mitchell and Stark, the contractor for the project, and got them squared away with mobilizing their painting crews, as Chris mentioned, to the site to try and correspond with the distillery's planned outage. So they should be taking down handrail and cleaning tanks and getting ready to blast and recoat those clarifiers starting the 15th. So good news.
Everything's still on schedule.
Okay. Fantastic. So we're moving forward with the coating of the clarifiers, and then I've received a few submittals from the contractor for the new equipment. And we'll be reviewing those here shortly. That's about it.
Is there any questions for Nathan on the engineering update that he just gave? All right, hearing no questions, I don't need any motions, I'm just checking. Next on the agenda, unfinished business, is update on flow meter replacement. I gave that during my O&M report. They've all been ordered, one's been installed, waiting on the other 3 to arrive. As soon as they arrive, we will get those replaced and moved up out of the vaults. I did speak with the contractor doing the work, and we are keeping all mag meters able to be turned back on and utilized if for any reason we needed to, because there's only 2 of the 4 that are actually quote-unquote broke at this time, so we're going to keep the other 2 ready to operate if need be. And then obviously the ones that are broke are pretty much useless, so we're replacing them. So part of the reason, just so everybody remembers, part of the reason of replacing these meters is twofold. One, they're mag meters that are was put in 98, so however many years that is, I'm not doing math right now in my head. And 2, when they were installed, they did not install any valving on either side of them, so you can't do anything with a mag meter in that instance. So we're switching them out to make sure that we don't have any failure, and that will remove them from the atmosphere of being stuck into a vault that's wet and potential of being flooded and ruined and whatnot. So that's the reason behind it. Is there any questions on flow meter replacement? Hearing
So
none.
when you replace them, are you putting a valve in there or something if you needed the valve?
No, we're actually doing, they're called transit time Doppler style meters. They're the most accurate Doppler style meter that you can have. We actually ordered, they're pretty much the top of the line flow meter out there right now, so I expect them to be.
The difficulty in adding the meters is we have to take the plant totally offline, and all 3 cities would have to stop sending flow.
Yes, and that's not an option.
Problem. Sounds like we pre-flighted this. Someone gave it some thought.
Every time you count it.
Yeah.
We did vet, yeah, adding some valves, and it was very expensive.
Yeah.
Are there any other questions on the meter replacement project? Hearing none, move on. Next on the agenda is a roof and soffit replacement update. Don't really have a whole lot on that at this moment. Nathan and I need to get together and put together a bid packet that can be sent out for advertisement. We have not done that yet. We've been trying to, as he stated earlier, dot our I's and cross our T's to get this project started first. As soon as he feels like we're in a spot where we can shift our focus a little bit to that, we will get that prepared and out for bid as soon as possible. So, is there any questions on that update for the roofs and soffits and gutters? Guess I need to add that in there too. All right, moving on. Next up is the employee open position. As I stated in the last meeting, I had one person sign the bid internally. That position was awarded to that individual. So that left me an opening on day shift as operator. You guys last meeting approved hiring that position out as it's stated in the contract currently. I did hang the now hiring sign on the front fence. If any of you have rode by, you've seen it.
Looked nice.
Had a few phone calls, a couple applications filled out. Becky and I have been talking, and I dropped the ball on getting her the ad to get into the papers, so we'll probably get that in. I'm not gonna say probably. We will get that in this week, and then we'll run that ad till the end of the month, and then next month is when I'll be conducting interviews and trying to get a hiring committee to meet with people.
If you send me that, I can have it added to our Facebook page.
Okay.
And I'm sure Lawrenceburg could too. I don't know what kind of hits you guys get, but a lot of people. I've given up on the paper. I mean, literally given up on the paper. Literally.
This long? I know,
I
right?
tried to be supportive. I'm done. It's over.
He hung you out to dry a couple times.
I don't,
Yes.
I mean, that's definitely
Yep.
if that's an option with the cities, if you have Facebook pages and whatnot, or even on your city website, we don't operate a website for the district. We can go that route, skip the paper. I just want to make sure that it's advertised so that people can see it, to try to draw in the best applicants that we can get. Like I said, I do have a few of them. Reviewing those, there's probably 2 that are worth an interview right now.
Any of them that you guys interviewed last time?
Not yet. I expect to get at least one from one person we've interviewed, but I have not received it yet. So, I'll keep you all up to date on that, and I will send that to,
Chris, what about the guy who needed health insurance right away?
he showed some interest, but, you know, we didn't move on that, so I mean, it's gonna be the same holdup.
Okay.
So, but when we get to new business, maybe that could change some things, so.
Yeah.
We'll talk about that here in a minute.
Good.
So I'll keep you all up to date on that, and I'll send that job advertisement that I wrote up to the cities, and if they want to put it on their page, that'd be great. If not, I understand, no big deal. So that concludes unfinished business, new business. First on the agenda, I have the SERPC project proposal for Project B. I need that approved, correct?
Yeah, that's basically a contract extension for CERC to continue to provide labor and wage rate compliance for the SRF portion of the project.
So this would cover our Davis-Bacon wage requirements, just like in the first project, it'll cover for this project. Their proposal was for,
12,000.
yeah, 12,000. Okay,
They're living on them grants, man.
so anyway,
Administering them grants, they're living on them.
the SERPC proposal, I do need some sort of action on this. Their bid proposal was for 12,000. This, like Nathan just stated, it's an extension of the one we had to do for the first project. This extends it through this project. Is there any questions?
Second.
No questions? Motion to approve. Got a first, got a second.
All in favor?
All in favor?
Aye.
Any opposed? Motion carries. Thank you. Nathan, what do I have to do? Because it doesn't have any signature spots on it. Just email the lady back and be like, it was approved in the board meeting?
Have Pat sign it in the blank spot and
Yeah.
Okay.
send it back to her.
Man, you don't have to wheel around. Just at the bottom underneath their little area there.
They may want a copy of the minutes, I don't know.
They're probably watching online.
We've got 2 viewers.
We've got 2
Oh, we
viewers,
do?
and I guarantee one of them's the people at work, so. All right. Next, under new business, union negotiations. We received their 90-day notification that they're wanting to open up the contract for negotiations. I included that in your packet. They have a request for a bunch of data, or a bunch of things. I will take care of that, but I wanted you all to know that the union has put in the request to open up the contract and start the negotiations for the new contract. Last month, we did put together a committee to do the negotiations, so there's 2 of those committee members here today. So, just so you know, there it is. So, is there any questions on that part of it? All right, hearing none, I don't need any further things for that. Next on the agenda under new business is the Aurora. I put it in there a little while back. I believe it was Andy that kind of got on me a little bit about not bringing these to the board before I just approve them. So Aurora had a capacity certification that they have requested.
I don't recall jumping you about that.
Basically, Aurora is working on relocating some of their sewer lines. Their capacity request does not increase capacity at all. Just needs approval so that they can get their IDEM permit. So if the board's okay with that, I'm going to sign this, get it back to them so they can get moving on their project.
Need a motion?
Probably.
So moved. Second.
A motion to approve this capacity certificate for the city of Aurora. And a second, all in favor?
Aye.
Any opposed? Motion carries, thank you. That concludes the new business. Next up is the public's request to speak. Public, do you got anything you need to say?
Public.
No.
Um,
Just the outage is still on schedule. We have one last, planning meeting on Thursday, so, but everything, as far as I know, is still on schedule to start
Still,
Monday.
still the same duration we were looking at?
Yep.
Up to 4 weeks?
Yep.
Okay.
Yep.
Oh, up to 4 weeks.
Up to 4 weeks,
Oh,
yeah.
I had in my notes 2 weeks.
There's a lot of bourbon on the shelf.
I think they have 3 scheduled, but they had it originally was up to 4 potentially.
4, yeah.
So it could be as short as 3.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
I love to hear that.
Yeah.
Okay.
Thank you.
You're welcome.
That's a big bite.
I just
So,
About 12 grand.
I forgot, and well, I didn't forget, it happened after I had all this sent out. I had to inform the board that I am actually running my position and the lab position right now. Lab tech did have her baby yesterday, so.
Boy or girl?
She had a little girl, so congratulations to her. If she's watching, I'm sure she's not, but just so she knows.
Right not.
So I will be doing, if I'm not like responding right away, I will get to you as soon as I get caught up on everything else. So if you have any questions, feel free to reach out, but
Thanks for covering that.
just give you all a heads up. So, anything else that anybody'd like to say before I move to the next item? Hearing none.
Should we send her, wait, time out. Should we send her any flowers or anything? Would that be a nice gesture? I think Ryan thought that might be.
No, we can if you want. If the board would like to do that, I can send something
Nice gesture.
on behalf of the board of directors.
Yeah.
I bought her something, but it was, for me, and then the guys gave her some stuff for her baby shower. But yeah, if the board would like to send some flowers, I can get that taken care of.
Chocolate, fudge.
I will get that taken care of if
Okay, thank you.
everybody's okay with that.
Yep.
All right. Got a motion to adjourn?
Second.
Got a second? All in favor?
Aye.
Any opposed? Motion carries. Thank you all for showing up.
Oh, you're on.
You did your part.